All right, today we're jumping into what might be the single biggest use case for AI in the nonprofit world right now, grant writing. We're going to look at how to take this task, which, let's be honest, can be a real grind, and turn it into something faster, smarter, and, believe it or not, even more human.
You know the feeling, right? You open a new document, and there it is, that blinking cursor on the blank page. It's almost mocking you. It's the absolute hardest part of writing a grant. But what if you could just skip it? What if you could start at step 2 with a solid draft already in front of you?
And that brings us to the real tightrope we have to walk. AI is amazing at generating text super fast, but the danger? It can spit out these bland, generic, cookie-cutter proposals that sound like everyone else's. Our entire goal here is to use that incredible speed, but make sure your organization's unique voice, your passion, is what really comes through.
So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll talk about a new way to think about AI. Then, we'll get super practical with a human-led workflow you can actually use. After that, we'll set some ground rules for working smart. And finally, we'll talk about the real payoff for your mission. Okay, first things first. The biggest change here is actually in your mindset. You're not the writer anymore. Nope. You've just promoted yourself. You are now the editor-in-chief, and you've hired a new assistant who just happens to be incredibly fast at churning out first drafts. And let's be super clear about this. You are always the one in charge. You're the author, you're the strategist. You hold the heart of your mission's voice. The AI, it's just a tool. It's here to do the grunt work, to do that heavy lifting of getting words on the page so you can do the real work.
And this new assistant of yours is pretty versatile. It can create that first draft, obviously, but it can also take your internal jargon and make it crystal clear for a funder. It can help you expand on a quick idea, or take a huge report and shrink it down. It can even be a brainstorming partner. It's really like a multi-talented co-pilot for your entire writing process.
All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts. How do we actually do this? This is the step-by-step playbook, the process that makes sure your authentic voice doesn't get lost in the machine. In fact, it's how we make it shine.
Here is the entire workflow in one shot. And notice something important. It starts with you, the human, gathering your materials. And it ends with you, the human, doing the final polish. The AI is just one part of the process, and the most critical stages, revision and fact-checking, are all you.
Now this step, creating an AI brief, might just be the most important one. Before you ask the AI to write anything, you have to teach it who you are. Look at this example. You're defining your voice. You're telling it what makes you special. You're giving it the hard data. This is how you give your new assistant its marching orders.
And wow, look at this comparison. It shows you exactly why that brief matters. A lazy, generic prompt like write a description gets you a lazy, generic answer. But a good prompt, packed with details from your brief, tells the AI exactly what to do. It's the difference between walking into a restaurant and shouting, "I'm hungry," versus ordering a specific dish off the menu. Okay, so the AI gives you that first draft. Now the real work, the human work, begins. This is what we call the humanization pass. You're adding in the real stories, the names of local neighborhoods, that passionate tone that only you have. And please, for the love of all that is good, cut out those terrible AI buzzwords like leveraging synergies. It's a dead giveaway.
All right, I need you to hear this one loud and clear. This is non-negotiable. AIs can hallucinate, which is just a fancy way of saying they make stuff up. Your credibility is on the line. You have to fact-check every single number, every claim, every outcome. You are the final validator of truth, period.
So, we have our workflow. We know the how. Now we need to talk about the how not to. To use this tool well and ethically, you've got to set some really clear guardrails.
Let's just be really blunt about the red lines here. Never, ever submit a raw AI draft. Don't use it to make up data. That's not just unethical, it's fraud. Don't hide the fact you're using it. Don't expect it to write the whole thing. And whatever you do, do not skip that final, deep human review.
And speaking of disclosure, you're going to see this more and more. Funders are already starting to put a little checkbox on applications. Was AI used to prepare this proposal? The best policy here is simple. Just be honest about it. Be transparent. And here's a perfect, ready-to-use template for how to do that. See, this isn't an apology. It's a confident statement about your process. It tells the funder, hey, we use modern tools, and we do it responsibly with full human oversight. That's the kind of thing that actually builds trust. So you put in the work, you adopt this new process, you set up these rules. What's the actual payoff? Well, it's all about working smarter so you can focus more energy on the mission itself.
So what's the bottom line? Here it is. A 30 to 40% reduction in the time it takes to write a grant. Just let that sink in for a second. 30 to 40%. What could you and your team do with all of that time back?
And that time you save, it translates into massive strategic wins. You could submit more proposals. You can make sure your messaging is consistent everywhere. You can seriously reduce burnout on your team. But maybe the most important thing is it frees you up for the work AI can never do, building real human relationships with your funders.
So let's just put a final pin in this. AI is an efficiency tool. It makes you faster. That's its job. But what actually wins grants? Strong strategies and authentic relationships. AI doesn't replace that stuff. It just gives you more time to focus on it.
So yeah, the AI can conquer the blank page for you. The real question is, what are you going to do with all that time and energy it gives back? Because that's the time for building the relationships and shaping the strategy. It's the time for doing the human work that actually changes the world.